Chargers. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Herbert off of play action. And the Chiefs are going to get him. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
Here's Herbert. And complete to Drake London. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert, eluding the pressure right. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Here's Austin. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now we'll throw here to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson. This will be from 49 yards out. McPherson's kick is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Herbert. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here, or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Go. Go. Back to throw here, Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. And now the rookie's free. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. He returns that punt 73 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And as soon as they hand a rookie his playbook, they say you better make your mark on special teams if you want to hang around. I'd say returning one for a touchdown will definitely leave a memory.
Yeah, that's a pretty indelible mark here early on in his career. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
On first down, it's Herbert. He finds his man complete. That's Hampton. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up second down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. Second and 5. Out of the gun, Herbert. This pass is caught by London. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a second and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely, pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Let's go, let's go.
Throw right side, caught by Ridley. He stiff arms him, and out of bounds all the way down at the 3. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions, first and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting, pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
Home troops right.
Dobbins. Powering his way into the end zone. It's a touchdown. For the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here is 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now here's Mahomes. He finds Austin complete.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, Stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
McPherson's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Charger drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go, let's go.
Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Jenkins. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. 3rd and 8. Now London motioning left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
12.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Flushed out right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Herbert operating from the red zone. On the move to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now it's Herbert. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. George Karlaftis able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
A 46-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He'll find Bateman once more. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
first down. They'll go to the ground attack. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half. You've got the lead. You're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. 3rd and 7 now. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Christian Watson. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2. There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll run with Dobbins. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
380, run! Baylor Tigers! Baylor Tigers! Hey, easy. We'll go orange. Run!
Dobbins once more. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers have cut it back within a score. Extra point try now from Dicker. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Mahomes to throw. To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side. And all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 39 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Now 2nd and 5. Now Mahomes. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Right back to him on 1st down. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Mahomes throw complete there to Bateman. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyler Beatty taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chiefs are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Chargers 17. Kevin McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Herbert now. Complete. This is Mitchell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. And London, the motion man right.
Let's go. Set.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. That one deep for London. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. We look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Mahomes now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him now to this point. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyler Beatty with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Chiefs use the big play to extend their fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
17. Evan McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. But here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time,
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Ready? Rig it. Go, Rig. Go.
they'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Javonte Williams, 32 yards. And the Chiefs continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. So the turnover sets it up, and then a touchdown run here on the ensuing play.
And Brandon, a lot of times you see teams take shots in the passing game on a quick change like this. They go right back and throw one for the end zone. Here they just called a running play looking to get a few yards, but he's able to work his way downfield and take it into the end zone. The end result, the exact same thing as going for it in the passing game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That's a gain of 8.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Out of the gun, Herbert. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Herbert throwing again. Flush to his right. And caught by London. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Herbert on first down now. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Drake London, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers get a bit closer. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. If they can finish this one out, they'll book a date in the AFC title game next Sunday, and it looks good so far as they try to run some clock here in this fourth quarter. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And they're moving